Hey everybody! In case you're wondering, no, that wasn't some new weird intro of mine. This is my first ever video where I systematically debunk someone's bullshit. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Corey Herder. And he is famous for the popular series Sacred Geometry. Now, as to what sacred geometry actually is, I don't fucking know. I mean, basically, he just blathers on for hours about nonsensical shit, and he writes and then erases things on a dry erase board. As far as to what the hell he's talking about, I don't think even he knows. But what this is, basically, is another scam to get your money out of you. In it, basically the idea behind Sacred G, as he calls it, is that pyramids have power, or something behind the shapes of geometry and the energy that they take in and release. It's all very, very mystical and mysterious. But I mean, it's right here. He's talking about the different kinds of energy that different triangles or pyramids release based off of what their top angles measure out to. I see that's an energy, of course, that goes that direction is physical, and energy that goes vertically is mental energy, as you can see him writing right there. I mean, this is basically the idea behind Sacred G.
Sacred geometry, to me, is literally the foundation of all of life. It's the mathematics behind space itself. Everything, as we look closer and closer, deeper into life, we really just find out that we're made up of empty space. And then even more empty space. And of course, even more empty space. So what sacred geometry is literally the structure of how nature builds our reality.
Yeah, so as you can see, Corey Herder likes to talk a lot, but he certainly doesn't like to say much of any sense. What the fuck did that mean?
To really simplify that, so you have a very in-depth, and experiential idea of what I'm talking about, why is there a difference between a wine glass and a regular glass? Why is the wine glass more sophisticated?
I don't know, Corey. Why?
Why is a Lamborghini looked at as a more effective and efficient car compared to a Volkswagen Beetle? When you start to study the dynamics of space and shape, you realize that these higher level or higher frequency objects can function more effectively and more efficiently simply because of their design, their nature, and their shape. So the sacred geometry is a study for how this takes place.
What? You didn't answer your own questions. So how is space like a Volkswagen Beetle or a glass of wine?
So sacred geometry is not just a study of space, it's also the study of how space interacts with us. And it's broken down into mathematical forms known as vibration. People always say that energy is everything, which really means energy is everything.
Yeah, people always say that shit rolls downhill, which really means shit rolls downhill. Did I get anywhere with that statement? There's that word again. Energy. Ooh. All the mystical people like using energy because it just sounds really science-y and spiritual and it's energy. It's the mystical force of nature that causes everything that can't be proven.
The more energy you get, the higher level of energy that's in your environment, the more effectively you're going to function. So sacred geometry studies all of these different types of science. And this is all included as part of what we call love, or the laws of vibrational energy.
Energy, yes, there's that word again. He's going to throw that one in there a lot. LOVE, the laws of vibrational energy. Sorry, I must have missed that one in my science textbooks back in school, 'cause I never fucking heard of that before. He's going to throw the words science and energy in here quite a bit, and science especially, because this is all the science of love, let's not forget, but he's going to throw that word in there particularly because he knows that most people don't have any concept of what real science is all about. So if you simply associate your bullcrap with science, it'll lend it more credence, because people usually at least know that science is something that you probably should respect, though they don't, because they don't bother to fucking learn about it. You know, it's really obvious what the guy's trying to do here. He's trying to sell you something. This is just basically a long-winded sales pitch, the whole thing, and he goes on about it for a long time. Check out his YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the sidebar. Oh, man. I sat and I watched 7 of these videos. I suffered through that for you, just so that I could do this video, and let me tell you, he blathers on for hours and hours, even after that, about all of this nonsense, and all of it is just to get you to buy a product. But we'll get back to that in a minute. First, let's hear some more shit.
So what we have here is a pyramid, just drawn flat as a triangle, and what's really interesting about a pyramid is it's always shown with this capstone. Almost like that it's different than the rest of the pyramid. There's something that draws our attention up to here. Sometimes it's got a little eye inside of it. Sometimes it's floating above. What we need to understand is what this pyramid is. And sometimes one of the easiest ways to actually identify what something is to simply just get rid of it altogether. And now we have a pyramid with no capstone.
And so what? Now we have a pyramid with no... And what does that mean? And by the way, did you individually mic each of your sleeves and every piece of fabric on you so that it made that rustling sound whenever you move? Jeez!
So the very first thing that we do is we're just going to start out simply by drawing a 90-degree angle. This is going to help us to understand the vibration, get a visual representative of it. To make this really easy, I'm going to change the vibrations we used before into just a couple simple ones. So we use 45 degrees, we use 30 degrees, and
sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. Oh, George, I've got a brain!
we know there's 6 pyramids, and if you draw them out properly, what you get is a shape of a cross, which really goes to signify that we're definitely on track to something very spiritual. Jesus in Christianity is symbolized through the cross itself, and as we know, 6 pyramids put together creates a cube, which is literally the source of light, or source energy, which people also refer to as God. When Jesus said, I am the light, I am the way, he might not necessarily have been talking about himself, but the entire symbol which depicts everything that he teaches.
Oh, fuck Christ. Let's see. What are 2 things that people respect a lot that I could associate with my bullcrap sell point? Let's see. People seem to like science. Yes, I'll have that in there. That'll be mentioned. And Jesus. People like him too. I'll stick him in there. That'll legitimize everything really nicely. And what are these, these people who fall for it? And you know that they do. I mean, this guy gets money. What are they sitting there thinking? They're like, oh, I'm not really following all this, shapes and shit, but, oh yeah, Jesus, yeah. Now I'm with you, man.
Alright guys, that's basically all the time I have in my life for Corey Herder, but I wanted to show you this. This is his website, CoreyHerder.com, and here's basically what he's selling. These are basically Sacred G sticker sets. He calls it technology, capsules or whatever, and you basically just stick the fucking things on stuff and yourself, and it's supposed to, you know, give you positive energy or some shit like that. Look at this, $24.99 for that one, $99. I don't know if you can see that, but $99.99 for this piece of shit set. And you know, you can laugh at this, but I know of people in real life who have actually bought into all this crap, and I don't know, I'm starting to lose my sense of humor for it. And you want to see something that's really not funny? These are the prices for his fucking bed sets. Take care, everybody.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking.